Yo, what's up, you guys? It is Tuesday, March 24th, and we are back with another TnS Daily review. So, jump right into things here. I do have my indicator set on the 1 minute preset, display what's up, session filter disabled, and my mouse here on the 929 candle. You can see we had a pre-market short. This one, of course, will not be counted because it already got tagged in right at 929. I only count the ones that haven't been tagged in yet for 930, but this one basically got stopped out right at 930. Of course, once again, it will not be counted. Um, it I think yeah, it took us a little second to make a setup. We have the short here. Can't remember what happens. Let me get rid of that. And let's see what happens. Looks like the first setup here got stopped out. The second one ended up winning. So let's see. It's going to be trade number 1 as a loss. Okay, then backing up to this short here, the one that actually won. This one is going to be trade number 2 as a win for 58 points. You can see you got TP there. Then we had another short here that gets stopped out. Now, actually, this short was a A+ short because it formed immediately after the other one got TP, but it still lost anyway. It's going to be trade number 3 as a loss. Then we have another short here that just barely missed getting tagged in. Looks like it gets tagged in there, and see if it gets TP. Looks like it got stopped out. So let me back up to about right here. So this one did get stopped out once we came up to this next gap. So it's going to be trade number 4 as a loss. Then this gap right here actually ended up winning. So it's going to be, let's see the entry here, 51. Yeah, so it's going to be trade number 5 as a win for 30 points. You can see got TP there. Then we come up and we make basically another long setup. Let's see how this long setup did. Okay, looks like the long got stopped out. There's going to be trade number 6 as a loss. Okay, then we have another short setup here. Short gets stopped out too. It's going to be trade number 7 as a loss. Then we have a long setup here at the top. Long got TP, so let's back up and see how many points. Looks like 8. Sorry, it's going to be trade number 8 as a win for 28 points. And moving on, actually, let me double check that wasn't a short up here. Zooming out to the left, there is no short, so it's nothing there. Looks like we went a little minute without a setup. Then we have 2 short setups here waiting for them to get tagged in here. It does get tagged in, and this first entry still has not been stopped out. There is a long that gets TP. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, looks like both the shorts end up winning there, so let's back up and see how many points the original short was for. So this one's going to be trade number 9 as a win for 37 points. And then the second short here, we'll see, does it get tagged in for the long? Actually, it looks like the long may have got tagged in. So focusing only on this long setup now, it's going to be trade number 10 as a win for 23 points. You can see the long does get tagged in and get CP. Then we come up for the short setup here. The higher one, it's going to be trade number 11 as a win for 43 points. Now, truly, you would still be in the short here, waiting for it to get TP, and you wouldn't be able to take this long or the next short. But maybe if you skip this short here, took this long, you could have taken the long and then also caught the short as well. But the short also does get TP. Both of them did. And then this one actually is not a plus short because it forms immediately after the other ones get TP, and it did also get TP this time. The A plus short. It's going to be trade number 12 as a win for 24 points. I get CP there, and then we basically dump again. Have 2 short subs here waiting to get tagged in. This one also got tagged in to TP. It's going to be trade number 13 here as a win for 20 points. Moving on, we come up for the short here to get stopped out. That's going to be trade number 14 as a loss. We have another short up there still waiting to get tagged in. This short also gets tagged in and it gets stopped out. It's going to be trade number 15 as a loss. Then we have a long setup here that actually got TP. And this long setup is going to be trade number 16 as a win for 29 points. And truly, you would not be able to take this long unless you skip the short because, you know, you'd be in the short first. Then we come all the way up and we have a long setup here that gets absolutely ran through. So it's going to be trade number 17 as a loss. Then we have a short up here. When you get tagged in, looks like we just barely missed it. Then we have a long setup here that actually gets tagged in first. And it does get TP. So it's going to be trade number 18 as a win for 17 points. And then we have the short here that did eventually get tagged in. It also gets TP. It's going to be trade number 19 as a win for 12 points. And we basically dumped. And pretty close to the end of the day here, we'll see if there's another setup. Looks like it leads us right into the end of the day here. This is the 4 p.m. candle, which means trade number 19 is going to be our last one. So let's go ahead and tally it all up and get our final results. All right, so these will be our final results for the 1 minute TnS, and today I walked away with 4.8 R, 121 points, and that's with 11 wins and 8 losses today. So yeah, guys, a pretty impressive day for the 1 minute TnS. It did go on a pretty nice winning streak here. Looks like 6 trade win streak, and you know, a lot of the trades were wins for a positive R as well, so that's a plus. There were a few trades that overlapped, so you wouldn't be able to be this green today because there were a few trades that you wouldn't be able to possibly take all of them. But it's still a pretty nice day for the 1 minute TnS, and yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.